Really all grown up on the show, and like I don't have any siblings, so I feel like Jerry's like my real brother, and he's kind of like a brother to everyone.
Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we will be talking to you about Jennette McCurdy breaking her silence on the iCarly reboot. When it was announced for the first time that iCarly was returning on Paramount Plus with 3 of its original cast members, there was one question that was on the top of every fan's mind. How are the cast going to write off Sam? Well, as promised by Miranda Cosgrove, aka Carly, that answer comes in the very first episode of the reboot. Sam Puckett was briefly mentioned on June 17th in the premiere of iCarly Reboot. Carly revealed Sam's whereabouts during a talk with Freddie. "I just want to make things again," Carly admitted, to which Freddie replied, "You don't need a partner to do that." Carly replied, "Yeah, I don't need a partner, I need Sam, but she's off following her bliss with that biker gang." The biker gang in the series is called the Obliterators. "Hope she's okay," Freddie claimed. Carly responded, "It's Sam. I hope they're okay." So no, Sam Puckett's not in jail, art school, or anything like that. She's living her best life in a biker gang, something that is definitely fitting for the character, and any fan of the OG iCarly will know. Sam's absence, of course, is sorely felt in the new iCarly. Carly, in the first episode, finds herself aimless and heartbroken. She hopes to start a new channel for her viewers that have stuck around over the years. Carly even tries to make the idea work with other co-hosts, but again in the end, she misses Sam. But where is Sam exactly? iCarly sensation Jennette McCurdy has broken her silence recently about the hellish time she has suffered on the famous Nickelodeon show after its epic comeback. The 28-year-old TV star McCurdy starred as Sam Puckett on the preteen show iCarly from 2007 to 2014, but the experience that passed by with the show made her resent her life, as she explained recently on Empty Inside, her podcast. Jennette McCurdy admitted that growing up on the famous Nickelodeon show caused suffering to her mental health, and as a result, her self-image was drastically impacted. Nickelodeon iCarly fans instantly fell in love with the show and also the characters in it, so it came as no surprise that people were demanding answers as to why Sam Puckett, one of the most important characters in iCarly, will not be making an appearance. While other show cast members were posting teasers on their Instagrams, Jennette was staying silent. Fans were very upset and wondered where Jennette was until they found out that she would not be returning to the show at all. The show obviously will not be the same without Sam, who is one of its main stars, but there is no reason to make this deal bigger than it needs to be. Social media immediately flooded in with comments everywhere on exactly what would be expected, such as, "Fans won't watch if Sam isn't coming back," and "The show won't be the same without Sam." While these comments are inevitable, fans need to understand that their entertainment should not be valued over the actor's mental health and overall happiness. So what did Jennette McCurdy say about the iCarly reboot? Let's see. But before we get into the scene, make sure to like the video as it really helps out the channel. Let's get right into the matter as there is a lot to cover. Jennette wants to further explore her passion in writing and directing. She wanted to strengthen her podcast, and Jennette is taking the time to finally do what she actually wants to. Fans need to realize that being famous at a young age can have long-term negative effects. After all, it is not the actual picture-perfect life that the media constantly portrays it to be. Jennette illustrates her experience with acting in that, "It was embarrassing, and I imagine there is a very different experience to be had with acting if you are proud of your roles and you feel fulfilled by them." People saw Jennette as her character Sam on iCarly, which is nothing like who she truly is. Though she is an extraordinary actress, she got into the industry very young, and undoubtedly it has impacted her mind up to this day. Jennette made a good decision not returning to the show, and fans need to support her on it, not bring her down due to a lack of understanding of the circumstances. The name that most Nickelodeon kids are sadly all too familiar with is Dan Schneider, and it has been revealed recently how this producer's overall presence and disgusting actions made many child stars uncomfortable. Undoubtedly, he plays a big part in the reason Jennette resents her Nickelodeon days so much. Going out of her way, she has even described Dan as emotionally abusive, and by the looks of it, many other Nickelodeon stars can agree. People all over the social media and internet are bringing many never-before-seen videos to light showing Dan's true colors. Though many videos are too uncomfortable to watch, it is easy to see why Jennette might have bad memories when working with him at a very young age, and will do anything she can to avoid going back. It is painfully obvious that fans are not upset because they care about Jennette and her mental health, but they just want good entertainment. If fans truly did care about her, they would not irritate her with comments and would actually support her decision while she is doing the thing she actually enjoys. Jennette has made this decision rightfully just to benefit herself, and so she deserves no questions to be asked and for fans to respect her decision. Jennette is finally out of that bad spotlight vibe after years of burning up under it, and true fans are really proud of her. It's time to support Jennette with whatever she decides to do next, and no one is bringing her down for choosing her own happiness. Are you enjoying our video? Before we get further into the video, then make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more amazing videos from us. Let's continue with the scenario. Jennette said that she is much happier now than she used to be, and it can be seen in her podcast and on her social media as well. The child star revealed on her podcast that she struggled to play the role of the character that was so different from who McCurdy actually was, and getting a lot of fame for her role as Sam left her feeling nothing but ashamed. Chatting with filmmakers Ryan Nicodemus and Joshua Fields Milburn, McCurdy told her listeners that she was very unhappy while she was on the show. "I was a famous 19-year-old, but I was deeply unhappy. I really resent my life." The star further explained, "It's a difficult thing to say because the shows that I was on were so loved by so many people and so many kids. I hear constantly that you made my childhood, and I think it's great that they had that experience, but that just was not my experience." She further went on to claim that the show was pointless and shallow, and admitted that she struggled largely with shame and guilt during her time on set. "It was just hellish, I think. It's not too intense of a word. Nobody really knew me. I was very different from the character I was playing. I'm known as a thing that I'm not." McCurdy's negative experiences on iCarly show eventually drove her to quit her career as an actress, and the former TV star has since revealed that she never wanted to pursue a career in acting in the first place. "I needed to walk away from my mental health and for my overall peace. I resent my career in a lot of ways." The thought of acting brings up bad memories for her, and it is considerable to think about the emotional damage that acting has brought her at such a young age. Just like every other normal kid, Jennette should have been spending her childhood days outside with friends, but instead, at such a young age, she was working as much as the average adult and will forever be reminded of it. Jennette spent her whole childhood doing something she wasn't passionate about, and of course, for the same reason, she does not want to come back for the iCarly reboot. Jennette clarifies that she initially didn't want to act, but her mom put her into it when she was only 6, and by the time she became 10 or 11, she was the main financial support for her family. Spending years doing something uninteresting just for the sake of money undoubtedly has to be damaging to a child. Jennette has since quit acting altogether and has no intentions of getting back into the industry. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. But before that, we want to know how you feel about this. Do you support Jennette's decision to quit acting? Or do you think that she was just going through her hustling time and could be a big superstar if she continued acting? You know what to do. See you in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.